This is a case of better late than never, I guess. Yeah, I've been gone a week, I've been on holiday, sorry for not getting this review out earlier, but because it's quite late, I thought, let's do a spoiler review. Most of you have probably seen it by now, so I just thought I'd give you my thoughts. So here's my review of Wonder Woman. Hit the awesome music. Yeah, so as you saw in the thumbnail, I'm not doing all of that like every single reviewer seems to be doing. I'm giving it the yes because this movie has finally done something. It took DC 4 goes to do it, but what they have achieved here is a good fucking movie. Beyond debate. I like Man of Steel. The more I've watched Batman v Superman, I've come to appreciate it, and I'm one of few people who actually quite enjoyed the Suicide Squad, although I appreciate it has flaws. DC have learnt their lessons. They've avoided making the two mistakes. First one being, don't show the entire movie in the trailer. Batman v Superman, I'm looking at you. There's this battle on a beach which turns out to be Themyscira, Diana's home island. In the trailer it looked like that was going to be like the final battle, and you know, from past experience I was thinking, oh shit, here we go, same mistakes again. Oh no. This is the first 20 minutes of the movie. The second mistake they avoid making. The executives at Warner Brothers and DC like to get busy and get involved and give their creative input, which they should never do. Give the money, let the director create. And looking at you, Suicide Squad, you can see where the executives got involved. As I said, I like it, but I know where the mistakes came in, and I'm sure there's a version of David Ayer's Suicide Squad which we're never gonna see. You can tell in this movie, they've left director Patty Jenkins the fuck alone, and that was evident in the fact that it's a great movie. So the story starts on Diana's home island, Themyscira, the home of the Amazonian women. You get a bit of a backstory to the Amazonian women where you see a cute as a button little Diana wanting to be an Amazonian, her mother adamantly against it. Her mother, Hippolyta, played by Connie Nielsen, 10 out of 10, absolutely amazing as Hippolyta. If you want to call her Hippolyta, that's fine, I call her Hippolyta. And Hippolyta's sister, Antiope, secretly trains Diana. They get caught. In the process of the training, Hippolyta agrees to Antiope to training Diana. Fast forward to Diana being a fully grown woman played by Gal Gadot. Now, Gal Gadot was a worry for a lot of people in this movie. I've always been one of her defenders. I've always actually liked watching Gal Gadot on screen. Not just because she's drop dead gorgeous, but all of this stuff about how bad she is, I've never really agreed with that. She's never been an A-list actress, but I've never thought she's been terrible. She embodies this role. Everything from the way she fights to her relationship with the New World. We'll get onto that in a minute. Gal Gadot is your Wonder Woman. But during one of her training sessions, Wonder Woman unleashes the gauntlets on Antiope, injures her by accident, runs away, almost in despair, to the edge of Themyscira. Chris Pine arrives on a plane. Now, Themyscira is hidden by a magical veil. The plane comes through the veil. The Germans follow through. Enter massive battle on Themysciran Beach with Germans, not Nazis, because this is World War I, versus Amazonian. And can I just say, there's one particular scene, the Amazonians kick ass, but there's one particular scene where Antiope, played by Robin Wright, yes, that Robin Wright, freaking Buttercup from The Princess Bride, calls shield. 3 Amazonians put their shields up, fling her into the air, she turns around in slow-mo and unleashes 3 arrows onto 3 Germans. I'm looking there going, are you fucking kidding me? That's Buttercup shooting Germans on a beach. Oh, this movie's hitting all the right spots. So, it just fan service in such a good way. Now, unfortunately, Antiope, as much as I love her as a character in this movie, is short-lived. This character was made for killing. She's going to be the catalyst to push Diana over the edge, for her to realise that there's a big world out there. And that's exactly what happens. After the battle, Chris Pine is captured. He basically makes not only the Amazonians, but Diane aware of the big world out there. Diane agrees that with that many people dying, it is her responsibility to do something. And so she goes with Chris Pine to the big world outside Themyscira. Now the movie slows down a bit here, and not in a bad way, actually in a good way, because instead of being all out balls to the wall action, we need a bit of character development. They build on the relationship between Diane and Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine, brilliantly. Chris Pine provides the comedic relief in this movie. I've never been the biggest Chris Pine fan. He owns this role as Steve Trevor, and the comedy, unlike in most superhero movies, which is quite hit and miss and can verge on the cringe, brilliant here. It's all because of the relationship relationship that the two characters share. So the movie slows down with the two of them meeting a few of the generals and a few of the people in Parliament. There's some great little nods of the hat to the way that women aren't allowed in the Houses of Parliament. That convention's broken by Wonder Woman. There's some great scenes with her getting dressed, wondering how do women fight like this. Just the whole way she's introduced to this new world and her reactions to it, they're sublime. From the innocence to the shock and disgust at the way that the generals are behaving, to the delight of eating something like ice cream, she nails this role. It's not just about the physicality. She is amazing at embodying innocence as Wonder Woman. I loved her performance. But no movie can be perfect, and if anything, Wonder Woman suffers a little bit from the Marvel syndrome. We get to a big battle scene in France, which is arguably the highlight of the movie. Act 1 and 2 in this movie are very, very strong. It's when we get to Act 3 and the supposed surprise reveal of who the villain is, and this is what I'm going to throw spoilers in. One of the people she meets in the Houses of Parliament, David Thewlis, his character, Sir Patrick, you know that he's Ares. You know, we knew from the promotion, that movie promotion, that Ares was going to be the villain. They tried to make Danny Houston's character, General Ludendorff, appear to be Ares. You see the moment Thewlis is on screen that he's Ares. It's telegraphed, and that's where the movie went wrong. Now, David Thewlis, who I normally like as an actor, I don't know if he was badly directed, if he wasn't taking the role seriously, but I didn't feel him as Ares. Really didn't feel him as Ares. And the reason the third act didn't work isn't just because his performance as Ares was weak. It was also because the movie went too heavy into the realm of CGI, whereby the big fight in France in the trenches, a lot of it was practical and a lot of it was Diane kicking ass. This turned into a big CG fest. A bit reminiscent of the final battle in Man of Steel. And I wasn't crazy about that. I'm even less crazy about this. And above everything is that I'm just going back to David Thewlis. He really hams it up. If you haven't seen this movie yet, I want you, when you see the final battle, to have a little bubble with me coming up. I'm going to be looking down on you, like that. When you're in the cinema, have a little Nico Silver Screen Dude's bubble right up here. There's a scene where he goes, "Then I will destroy you." And it's cheese, man. It is cheese. But forgiving the third act and forgiving the weak villain, that's how it suffers from the Marvel syndrome. Great movie, weak villain. Guys, in conclusion, I am giving Wonder Woman a very well-deserved 8.5 out of 10. It's the best superhero movie I've seen so far this year, and I stand by that. I think it's better than anything Marvel have put out so far. It's the gold standard. I think it's better than Logan, better than Guardians of the Galaxy. I really, really did appreciate this movie. The villain was weak, as I said. The pacing through Acts 1 and 2 was great. Act 3 felt a little bit rushed, but all in all, very complete movie. And if DC stay on this track, if this is going to be the tone of Justice League, if this is going to be the tone of Aquaman, if this is going to be how they're presented to us, DC actually might be playing catch up here in the whole Marvel versus DC argument. Frankly, my advice to you all is love them both. You shouldn't bow to your corporate masters and love one or the other. You can love them both and you just enjoy comic book movies. And enjoy this one, guys. Wonder Woman is the best comic book movie of the year so far, and it's the one to be beaten. So yeah, I know it's late, but over to you guys. I'm sure you have seen Wonder Woman by the time you watch this review. What did you think of it? Please leave your thoughts on your comments below. Give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, guys. And make sure you click on either of the two videos right here to watch more of the reviews from me, the Silver Screen Dude, Nico Leroux, and hit the subscribe button right here after I disappear, as I said, to become a Silver Screen Dude and enjoy all the movie reviews. See ya!